Well, you guys, welcome back to another episode of Ladies Who Level Up, the podcast. And I am back with another entrepreneurial series for you guys. But this one is super good. This one is all about like what I'm into right now. Okay. All about content creation, all about like what are the settings on the camera going to be? First of all, how do I get into it? How do I dip my toe into it? And how do I create a business out of it? Okay. But there is this girl that I've been obsessed with on social media. I've hired her for a couple of jobs myself, and I gotta say, it has been a seamless experience, but the way that she creates content, her creative eye, direction, and the way that she's built her business over the past 9 months, 10 months, past year is outstanding, and I gotta dig into her strategy and how she moves. So you guys, welcome to the podcast. Let me see, jack of all trades. I'm gonna say creative director. I'm gonna say entrepreneurial founder. And I'm going to say content creator, and I'm going to say influencer too. I got to give you that. You guys, Nicole Kramer to the podcast.
Hello. What an introduction. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You tired of me texting you, huh?
No way. This is long overdue. I needed to get on this. Absolutely.
You guys, I have been bugging Nicole. First of all, to work with her initially, and we worked together on a project, and it was amazing. The edits came out amazing. I hired her company to do some behind the scenes for a photo shoot for a campaign that I did for a client, and I mean, I can't wait to hire you again.
Thank you.
The business that you've built is quite remarkable.
Thank you.
I mean, so for those of you guys who don't know, which I'm sure you probably already know, Nicole started out just capturing content behind the scenes for brands.
Totally.
And then, so let me just take a step back. Have you always been into cameras? Has this always been your thing since a little one? Or like, how did this bug get implanted?
Looking back now that I think about it, as a young kid, I was always doing photography, like traveling, even just for memory's sake, I'd always have a camera on me.
Okay.
That then evolved into kind of...
Do you remember what your first camera was?
Oh, definitely like one of those digital
Those Kodaks?
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
I
remember I was like in France with my grandma, and we were like taking pictures of anything and everything.
The digital ones that you have to drop off to get?
Yes,
I remember those. Okay.
So I think looking back, I definitely always kind of had an interest in it.
Okay.
But it was never something in my head that I was like going to continue pursuing. And then that evolved when content and social media became so much bigger of a thing within society. I almost saw it as like a business standpoint.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily for the photography aspect or like the videography aspect of it. But I do think I've always kind of had somewhat of an interest within the media field.
So I want to piggyback off of that by you saying like you got really into it because of the business aspect. So when did you realize it could become a business?
So fresh out of college, I was living in Chicago, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
And I had a sales job. I was working in like the suburbs of Chicago doing sales for a merch company. So if your company wanted t-shirts with your brand's name on it.
I'm obsessed with sales, by the way. Do you follow Shelby Shap?
Yes.
She's a good
colleague.
I'm obsessed with her content.
She's the best.
She makes it seem so easy, but
Seamless.
I do think that sales is the foundation.
I agree.
Like to any business, but go ahead.
Totally. 100%. She's the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing sales, and this company is super small.
Okay.
They had zero social media presence. They didn't even have an account.
Okay.
And it's like my first week on the job, and I'm like, if we build this, we don't even need a following. Like, you don't have to have a huge follower count. I'm like, but if we build this into a page that's credible enough and do outreach from here, we can easily get so many more accounts. Mm-hmm. And I'm the youngest person in this office by like 3 decades.
Okay.
Like this is, yeah, not one, not two, but like 3 decades.
Okay. So they're looking at you like you're speaking Roblox.
Totally.
Or they're like, what are you talking
Exactly.
about? Okay.
Grateful though, at the same time, they were very open-minded. So they were kind of like, take it, run with it, do whatever you want.
Okay.
Shortly thereafter, I landed my biggest account that I had from literally just DMing companies.
Oh, really?
It was actually a dispensary in California that ended up being a block away from my first apartment.
Wow.
Which is crazy because I wasn't even contemplating living in LA at the time. So I think that was when I was really like, okay, social media really can leverage whatever it is that you're doing.
Absolutely.
So whatever your business is, whether it's, selling merch, selling literally anything, it's a great way of advertising yourself and the services you offer.
I always say it's like a free commercial. If you are not using this tool to your advantage to really advertise your business, your products, like you are sleeping under the sun. Like there is no way in 2026 for you to be scared to get on camera. There's no way for you to, I'm getting on camera, I'm messing up, but I'm trying. And I definitely see the impact of being on social media.
For sure.
Okay, so you take, so the sales job, and then you start to get them clients from managing their social media. And then you're like, okay, what, I'm moving to LA? Like, what's the next step?
So then COVID happened.
Okay.
And working fully remote. And then at that point, I was like, I'm moving to LA. Like, it was kind of always in the back of my head, but it was kind of like a now or never.
Did you have friends here? Were you dating someone here? Nothing?
None.
Okay.
No, I didn't know a single person out here.
Okay.
I moved here with my now ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
But both of us were kind of in the media space, and people ask, it was never a conversation of like, should we do this? Like, should we go to, it was kind of always like, so when are we going to go to LA?
When are we doing this?
Yeah. And I think that I was such a homebody. I love my friends, my family, everyone in Chicago. It was so hard for me to move. But I got to a point where all of my friends had signed leases in the city. And I'm kind of like, oh, I have no options.
Yeah.
Like, I have to go.
Yeah.
I waited so long, which was the best thing ever. So then that eventually got me out to LA.
Okay, so you come to LA. I want to know all the backstory. You come to LA, and what do you do? I mean, you move into your apartment, but like, what are you doing? Are you documenting? Oh, I'm moving to LA from Chicago. Like, what are you? Have you started documenting yourself yet at that point, or are you just like?
At that point, I think I was kind of debating whether or not I wanted to be just a full-blown influencer myself.
Okay.
So I remember sitting in my bedroom. It took me the first ever talking story I did, like talking to camera. I am not exaggerating. It took 4.5 hours. And it was like 15 seconds.
I believe you.
I was so nervous. I'm like, what am I talking about? Like I was talking about like Abercrombie. Like it was awful. So I was trying to dabble into that. And then I kept getting frustrated and I couldn't decide. I'm like, am I frustrated because I'm giving up, or is this truly just like not my interest?
Yeah.
And I came to realize I just felt like a lot of the things I was talking about felt meaningless. So then I started reaching out to businesses while I kept the sales job remote on the side the whole time. So luckily I was doing like...
And you grew their account already, or it was still kind of
I was like developing
Okay.
New accounts on my own, like just sales.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Doing merch for anyone and everyone that I could.
Okay.
I would still do it if I could. I just don't have the bandwidth.
Yeah,
It's tough.
You're kind of that girl right now. You're in demand right
now. I'm in the mix.
I don't even know how you can brush your teeth at this point, okay?
But it was amazing having this like form of income that then allowed me to do outreach on the side for social media.
Okay.
So then I slowly started, I'd reach out to one person, and then from there, it was literally a waterfall effect.
Okay, so I gotta know so are you in people's DMs? Are you emailing them? Are you showing up to the business that you're interested in? Like, what was your strategy? Like, you were just DMing brands that you thought might need merch, or
yeah.
What was your strategy?
At the time, I was DMing brands that needed merch, but actually, oddly enough, 2 years prior to me moving to California, I sent an email to someone on the cast of Selling Sunset.
Okay.
I said, hi, my name's Nicole. I'm interested in getting into real estate, which is not the case.
Okay, so she has some game.
I'm like putting myself out there. Because I was like, if they respond, I'll get my real estate license in a day.
Okay.
But I'm like, I'll do anything and everything. I send it to a few people on the cast, very specific who those people were.
Okay.
Never heard back. 2 years later, 6 months into me living in LA, I get a text at like 9 p.m. and it's someone on the cast, and they're like, hi, like this is so-and-so. Are you still looking to fill this role?
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, I thought it was a prank, honestly.
Yeah,
I was like, one of my friends, they're messing with me.
Yeah.
I ended up working for this person for 7 months.
Okay.
Doing their full-time social media for her and her husband.
Amazing.
So that introduced me, that was like a minimum of posting once, if not twice a day, every day.
So that's when you know, oh, this is a business.
That's what
this particular niche is a business.
Correct. It introduced me to a cadence of posting that was like so frequent and so like quick that I think that's how I was able to then manage so many other accounts afterwards. But that's really when I began posting my day in the life, my behind the scenes, and showcasing what it was like shooting social media for other people.
Yes.
And because of the attraction.
Because nobody's showing that. Exactly. Nobody was showing those behind the scenes.
Exactly. Nobody.
Absolutely not.
And I think that I was more so kind of at the time thinking this is like just me showing a day in the life. But because it was on set and it was with Netflix and on production and things like that, and just because of Selling Sunset being what it is.
Huge show.
Immediately just kind of grab traction to my page.
So you're not going to tell me who the couple is? I can't know.
It was Mary Fitzgerald, who's married to Romaine.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Well, they were a great couple.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you self-taught with the editing, or
yes.
did you have to, like, are you like YouTubing your editing, or are you just like, you just knew something that was natural to you?
Self-taught for sure. I think I initially just like, I'd follow a lot of videographers like growing up, and I would notice that like, their edits are to, the beat of a song, or like there are certain words, they'll drop a certain scene.
Yes.
So I kind of picked up little things here and there from that. I also realized like a lot of times the shorter the better. You think that like people need to see everything, but if you're watching it as a third party, it's like this 15 seconds actually.
Yeah, I noticed that.
relevant.
Like your style is very fast, but it's still I still feel like I did everything with you. I brushed my teeth with you. We got in the shower. We washed your hair. We had sushi.
Totally.
Like I know, like I feel like we did everything together within 30 seconds. It's crazy how those edits are. It's so funny. Okay, so just really quickly, now today, we're fast forward to today, 2026, and you're booked and busy. Walk us through a typical day of what happens before you even hit record. Like what is your mindset? Like are you waking up and you're just like, you know what? Or are you just in love with your camera so much you're recording as soon as you wake up? Like, what is your process?
That's a great question. I am a type B personality to a T.
Okay.
So my process, I wouldn't say is a set process any set day. But I would say typically it's like if I know I have a jam-packed day, if I know I'm shooting with clients, I'm going to go run this errand, whatever the case is, or anything that I can tie into my lifestyle with a combination of the work that I do is when I'm like, okay, today is a filming day.
Okay.
And I'll record as much of it as I can.
So you don't have a set filming schedule when it comes to yourself. It's just
wish.
like, yeah.
If I know like ahead of time, like in a week I have this big project, I'll know, okay, for this project, like one time I had a 4:30 call time, which was the earliest I've ever had. So a week prior, I started thinking of ideas of being like, how are you going to intro this video?
Yeah.
So if I know I have something ahead of time, but aside from that, it's more so just like when the days are busy, I'll film them, but it can't be every day because I get backed up with so much editing.
I got to give you your props too, because I love how like now obviously you're getting brand deals and you're getting flown out, right? You're getting flown out.
Yeah.
And I love how you're incorporating like still your work, but then like you're infusing your own personal stuff into your feed too, to where it's like we don't even know. It's like a movie. It's almost like, okay, so she's doing this today, but then she's on set today, but then like you still are infusing, but then it's like, are you strategic about how to position yourself so that you can get more brand deals? Or are you just like, it's whatever, it happens because my business is just great? Or are you like, no, I think I need to structure it this way so that I can,
That's a great question as well. It's also a great timing because I am kind of in that limbo phase of figuring that out. I recently met with like talent manager.
I was going to say, are you going to sign with an agency? I was going to say it's only a matter of time.
I've had some reach out. I'm definitely going to like take that slowly. I'm not actively looking for brand deals, but after I had this meeting, I have kind of shifted my mindset in the sense of like I can still showcase my work and my lifestyle while naturally incorporating brands.
Yeah.
So it is kind of like a fine line.
Because you still love what you do. Like you're not quitting that anytime soon. Like
Correct.
You love what you do.
Because I did for a second. I'm like, do I want to just fully immerse in this? But then I realized like, no, like this is my whole brand. Like this is who I am. Like I don't want to go fully into just being a lifestyle creator.
But not only that, it's a business that is needed. Like I was just thinking, I was like, wow, okay, we need this on every set.
Correct.
We need this for every single job.
Yes.
And we need it to be easy. Like when you sent your staff over to film for us, it was so easy. She knew exactly what shots to get. She knew, like, once I gave you the brief, it was just like, I didn't even have to give you a brief, honestly. It was just like, okay, this is what I'm needing, whatever you want to do. I like to give creatives like the creative control. I hate like micromanaging. Like,
totally.
Like it's a photo shoot, you know what we need.
Yeah.
But I would hire over and over every day if I could.
It's interesting because my first ever on-set project was 2.5 years ago with Old Navy.
Okay.
It was at Paramount Pictures. And it was still to this day one of the coolest days of my life because I've never been to Paramount, just like the whole element of it. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, coming from Chicago and then you're like in LA, like on all these sets, and Netflix and all the things, I bet.
And then
Hey guys, can we talk? If you're the kind of woman who's serious about leveling up in life and business, I think you are going to love my community, okay? No, seriously, not just because it's my community, but seriously, no gatekeeping over here. Just strategy, support, and women who actually want to see you win. I'll be hosting community events, strategy supper clubs, strategy meetups, and I think it's so important for you to be around like-minded women who are ready to level up just like you. So join the community with the link below.
I remember leaving set, calling my parents. I was so excited, and they were kind of like, okay, how does this like develop now into a career?
Yeah,
and I was
absolutely.
like, I'm just gonna have to wait and see how this continues to evolve. And I think that was the very beginning of BTS and this like behind the scenes organic style of content really becoming so much more popular.
Yeah.
Where now it really is. So now fast forward 2.5 years later, I recently worked on a project with Old Navy. And aside from social, what used to be an afterthought, like brands wouldn't even think like, oh, we need someone on set for social.
Yeah, oh, now it's like,
now they're renting out studio sets just for social.
Yeah.
And this is brands in every industry.
Because they know the power of it, and
Exactly.
they know it needs to be captivating. So how are you staying above all the rest? Like with your style, with your, is there like a signature style that you have? Because I still feel like for some behind the scenes kind of stuff, it still is it's upper echelon. It is like top grade. Like how are you setting the standard in the industry? Because you've obviously created this. I feel like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, you're the first person, and I've been in this business for 15 years, doing creative directing, photo shoots, doing all the things. And I've always just had a camera, propped it up or whatever. Or I'd have my photographer, oh, can you get like some behind the scenes or whatever. But like actually someone having it as a job, I'm like, if I have a client that could put this into their budget, like this is like a no-brainer.
Totally.
It's a no-brainer. So like, how do you stay creating the trends? How do you stay like, keeping your edits at the top? Like, what is your thought process? Or are you just like, look, what's for me is for me. I know I'm focusing on like larger brands, fashion houses.
Yeah.
Like, is there like a niche or
I
is
think
that
that when on set, especially with behind the scenes, because the talent is not, you are not the focus. Like the focus is the main photographer, the videographer, the director, whoever it is. So the number one thing is to get as many shots as possible.
Okay.
Like after a shoot, my camera roll is just, it's
crazy,
flooded. It's,
how many phones do you have at this point?
I have a few, but like it is just being very particular about like getting as many shots as you possibly can. And I think honestly a big element of this, and I say it a lot, is while yes, I love the work that I put out, I think a lot of it comes down to like the way you work with people.
Yeah.
I think that there's tons of creators out there that are probably just as talented, if not more talented than myself. But like I try to make the process as seamless and as easy as possible.
And it is. It's so crazy you say that, Nicole, because I just did a segment before this on, I'm actually trying to outsource somebody in Atlanta. I'm going to Atlanta and I need somebody to do behind the scenes for a dinner. And I'm like an agreement type girl. I think I sent you an agreement too. It's like, I just want to know, look, how many edits do I have? Make sure you're on brand story colors, everything else you can have. And she sends me her invoice and literally I'm like, okay, so I respect your invoice. Before I pay it though, here's the agreement. It kind of reflects everything in your invoice, like all your stuff. But I added a couple extra things in terms of maybe I'll need an extra edit, or I want you to keep the brand fonts like on brand, just like little tweaks that I have seen become an issue in the past. And she's like, I just like my process better. I do my things my way. And I'm like, girl, you're going to miss out on the bag.
No.
Being difficult.
Exactly.
You can't do that. Like, any entrepreneur, you have to have some type of flexibility, but you also have to know how to like communicate and just be cool. Like, okay, cool, no problem.
Totally.
Or just reassure me, like, I'm not going to use any crazy colors.
Yes.
Like, but she's going to miss out on the bag.
No, I'll say like, people will be like, oh, we charge extra rounds for revisions, or we're going to make you pay for the folder of raw assets. Like,
yes, they do that too. They make you pay for the folder. What are you going to do with the folder of raw assets?
Exactly. What am I going to do with your raw content?
What are you going to do with my raw content?
So I like to make it as easy as possible. I'm not going to list out what each edits. This is the price. If you want to work within a budget, of course. But like, afterwards, I'll send you everything, and I'm not going to charge you for extra revisions. I want you to be as happy as possible.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to like the revisions the first time anyway, so it's not even going to be a problem.
Exactly.
That is crazy. I'm glad that you pointed that out too. Yeah. I feel like I agree with you. Working with you was very, very easy. It was just like, okay. It was like, I was like, oh, this is too easy.
We'll get the people what they want.
Yeah,
that's all you
I love that. That's how I am.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, obviously I have certain boundaries and restrictions, but I'm flexible.
Totally.
Like, I'm going to make it work. I want the bag, but I do want to see you happy too.
You get it. You get it.
We get it.
You get it.
We here. Okay, so I have a question. Along the way of you learning the trade of what we call creative social directing.
Yeah, okay, I like this. We're coining a new term.
Did you like read any books? Did you take any courses? Like, how are you sharpening your tools along the way?
Great question. Honestly, it's been all very self-taught.
Okay.
I think that I learn as I go. Mm-hmm. That's been always my biggest thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
say yes and figure it out later. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember I sent out my first ever social media pitch deck, and I was promising this like reputable like doctor surgeon office, like all of these things that I'd never done. And they're like, how do you track KPIs? And I'm like, like on the call Googling what is a KPI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like
all that stuff doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
Like,
it doesn't even matter.
Figure it out as you go. Like it, and there's been a lot of sleepless nights, of course, but like I think I'll always deliver the client like the best version of what I can. But I think a lot of times it's just kind of seeing like, obviously being in the social media space, I'm on my phone. I see what's trending. I see what's popular. I might see an edit and be like, okay, I'm going to do something similar to this. Like pulling inspiration and then putting your own on it.
Okay, so tell me about a time. I have to ask this question. Any crazy client story? Like what if someone be like, oh my God, you have to do something, like you have to get on the ground and shoot me from this angle. Oh. Like, do you have like crazy?
There was this one, it wasn't necessarily the client, but it was my first ever, I was social directing. So it was the biggest budget I've ever had because they rented out an entire production house, space, crew, hair, makeup, stylist.
Oh, okay.
And it was myself and my partner, and we were the only two, like we were the director, the video, we were like everything. Main set, we were everything. And that was really cool. And that also recently has kind of opened my eyes as to how much the social media space really is evolving.
Yes.
But this has been a guy friend of mine and a colleague since college. I met him when he was like 19. I was like 21. We've always worked together. Now we're both living in LA. And it was actually like essentially a Viagra shoot. So we're on set, the two of us, for the first time ever. And we didn't realize it was him and hers. And it was the hymns version of, sexual arousal.
That is crazy.
So we're having our first time ever directing together. We have these couples like in bed, and we're having to be like,
oh my goodness.
Like, luckily they were real couples, so it was very organic. They were laughing. It ended up being hysterical, but that was like
how did the content come out?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Like, it was great.
Okay, so you're on the phone all the time, and that we're in an age of mental health and, all the things just like, zen. How are you, like, what are your ways to just disconnect? What are you doing when you disconnect, and what does that look like?
Totally. Working out. Anytime every day I'll work out, go for a walk. Disconnecting though, I'm very intentional about it. I make sure and I make a point, especially when I'm with my friends and people who are not in the content creating space, I will not be on my phone.
Okay.
Like if I'm at a dinner, even if there's been a lot of times where I will go to a dinner and I'm like, this would make a really great video.
Yeah.
I'll leave my phone in the car even.
I'm actually shocked. You walked in here, your camera was not on, your phone was not on.
Yeah.
You're just like totally just boss babe right now.
I try to be very present when I'm outside of work.
Okay. I love that.
You have to be.
I love that. Okay. So, obviously I can talk to you forever and we have to wrap it up. So we're just going to hop into some rapid fire real quick. Okay. So this is the first thing that comes to your mind. I'm not even sure if I included this in our email, so I might just be on the fly.
I'm excited.
Okay. This one I think I know the answer to. Okay. iPhone or professional camera?
iPhone.
Okay. CapCut or Final Cut Pro?
CapCut.
Okay. Reels or Instagram or TikTok?
Recently Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm loving your TikToks.
Thanks.
I love your TikToks.
Most people come to me about my TikToks. I'm like, I've been neglecting that
because
page.
you know what? You're telling me what peptides, you're just really getting granular with the TikToks.
I know. I need to get back into it.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. Natural light or studio light?
I typically prefer natural light.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't get the natural light thing down. I'm like, does it need to be looking at me?
Yeah.
I have to have you come back so you can show me some tips, some iPhone settings.
You have to have the right setup. And if it's not the right setup, it has to be studio light.
Okay. Tripod or handheld?
Handheld.
Yeah, I agree.
Handheld.
You gotta do the little movement thing. Okay, so who's your favorite creator right now?
That's a good one.
It's okay. You can say me. I
Absolutely
like it.
you.
Me? Okay, thank you.
Aside from you, I really like this influencer, Shelby.
Yeah.
Also,
she's good. Shelby's great.
She's a boss. Lifestyle-wise.
She makes it look so just natural. I don't know.
Greta Louise. She's a lifestyle creator. She just makes it seem very easy and effortless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to check her out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you having coffee before editing or music before editing? Coffee. Okay. What's your coffee? I'm a coffee snob, honey.
Oh,
What's your drink?
Triple shot cappuccino.
Really?
Triple. Yeah.
Okay. I'm an Americano kind of girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good one.
Okay. Dream brand that you'd love to work with that you haven't yet.
I would love to work with anyone in the sports world, like Nike, Beats. Not that it's necessarily sports related with Beats.
We're putting it out there.
Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Would
love
that.
You would slay that. I think you would kill that.
Anything like Rode, Skims, any of those brands as well.
Okay. So if you're out there and you haven't contacted her yet, you better get to it.
You know where to find me.
Okay. One piece of gear you can't live without.
My Fujifilm X100 BI camera.
Really?
Yeah. Aside from my iPhone, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but great things about those.
It truly changed my career.
Really?
Yeah. I've been brought to Europe 3 times to do photography on that camera, and I'm not I don't advertise.
Was it like a crazy investment? Is it super expensive?
No. It's retail I think about $1,200.
Okay.
I mean, it's not cheap by any means.
No, yeah.
But
it's not like the Canons are like 2,600, 2,400 with the lenses and all. So is it hard to work? Okay, if you have been enjoying my podcast like I know you have, do not forget to hit the subscribe button. It's free, it takes literally 2 seconds, and it helps us reach more women who are building businesses and leveling up in their lives, okay? So if any episode, I mean any of them from last season, this season, whenever, has, helped you in any kind of way, like, subscribe, and share. New episodes drop every week, and I'd love to see you there. What makes it so unique?
It does take some adjusting.
Okay.
And if I've messed up a setting just even accidentally hitting it in my bag or something.
Okay.
And then for that day I'm like trying to figure out how to go back.
Yeah.
It does take a minute to get used to.
But the footage is absolutely beautiful.
It's insane.
Okay. Best investment you've made in your business. Would it be that camera?
Honestly, that camera. Yeah, truly.
Okay.
Shout out to my grandma.
Okay, and this is the final one. One word that describes your creative style.
Creatively chaotic.
That is very efficient, actually.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're all over the place, but in a good way.
Creatively
It's
chaotic.
very creative. Nicole,
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
Thank you so much
I
for having
appreciate
me.
you for coming so much. So drop all your handles. Let everybody know where they can find you, girl.
Yeah. My Instagram and TikTok is Nicole Kramer with 2 or 3 R's. And
I'll drop
then-
it down for you guys
Thank
below.
you. And my portfolio is Nicole's Camera.
Okay, you guys, you have to follow her content. It's just entertaining. It's just when you want to disconnect, you want to have a good time on social media, and you want to go to all the behind the scenes stuff. Just go with Nicole, okay? Just follow her. And thank you so much for coming on. You guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share. And then get in her DMs. Get in her DMs and let her know what you thought about this. Thank you for coming, and we will see you guys back with the next episode. Good job.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Right?
You're so well spoken.
Oh, really?
I'm not surprised by that, but yeah.
Really? Girl,